Welcome. Had another video go down on me. Seems to take a lot of air out of the sail. But earlier on in some of my videos, I made a prediction that something was going to happen. And I was never sure whether it was evil or whether it was good. And yesterday, I realized what it was when I looked outside because the moon was full. 28 days from one moon to the next moon, plus the going in and the going out. I'm just doing the basic. 28 days from the full moon would make the 30th of this month. And what usually would happen is after the next full moon comes, it's like a rabbit hole. There's a passage. So whatever's coming is not coming from the ground. It's coming probably somewhere in the space. I don't know what it's going to be, maybe more crop circles. I don't know, but I think it might be more silent than anything else. And once that happens, then something else can happen within the next 3 days, the 3 days of creation. It was only 3 days of creation. The day before man, the day after man, and the day of man. That's it. They all connected to the day before and the day after. I was going over the Chinese horoscope, the ox. Now we're going to start off by just saying the gate, okay, where the Chinese horoscope's numbers come into my numbers. Number 7 becomes the horse, and that is the gate, okay. The sheep is the heaven, and the number of the sheep is 53, and that's one of man's numbers. Number 9, which is man's birth, in the zodiac, it's number 9, right? In Chinese, it's the monkey, and it's 38. It's the creation in the heaven, one of the creation. Number 10, which is supposed to represent 6 and 4, and 6 is supposed to come from 9. The 10th one is the rooster. 110, 10 by 11. One part in one world. The 10 connected to 11, because God doesn't get 11, he gets 10. One to the left is 9, one to the right is 11. The dog is the 11th one in the zodiac. The opposite of man, okay, and dog and God. It gets a letter count of 26, and it's the 11th one, spirit, angel, and man. And yes, man is a dog. And the one that ties it all together in the first 2 dice, right, is the pig. Do you know why it's the pig? Because on one side of the dice, it's 2 ones. But on the other side of the dice, it shows the 12. And that's how the pig is connected to us to make this system work. The pig gets a count of 32. One of the highest numbers. It's the second side of passage. Number 32 would be a word that has E and E in it. Okay. Then number 12. After number 12, well, you go back to number 1. And number 1 is the rat. The cat and the rat. One is an R, one is an A. The count of the rat is 39, which means perfection. So there's more inside what the worth of the rat is than anything else. And the ox is 39. Are they 2 oppositions to each other, both having the same number? The snake, okay, is 50. Just a total count. And the 2 animals that make 50 that are on this count here is the dog. But the cat is not here. Cat and dog totals 50, the golden years, and so does the snake. And this is the golden years, 1960 to 2010. Home of the free, the spirit. Well, it's come back, the spirit. Well, I'm bringing my end of the spirit back, and I'm going to pass it on. I ain't going to save any knowledge that I think I know, and if you think you want to hear it and know it, it's all up to you. Then at the end, I was doing a bunch of other things, but we're going to leave it out. What I'm going to do now with the zodiac is put a bunch of zodiacs together and throw it on the roulette wheel and the Monopoly board and see what I come up with. But usually I just say it, and I usually don't get to it most and half of the times because I say so much, it's not possible that I can do it all. So you should know that right now. Yet it is all a hypothetical thought inside the book. And like I've said before, my family is now a mystery. Apparently, my grandfather was born from an Indian mother. I've said this once before, but I'm saying it again. I see the cat coming in from the outside. So that makes the woman in that family not the religion she thinks she is. I have to check this out. The Brown Dwarf Star, Nibiru, I haven't forgot about it. Ron Paul, the Freedom of Rights, I haven't forgot about it. Going to the doctor today and seeing my doctor and telling me, you know, you're a little bit more on the upside than the downside. Are you still taking the right amount of pills? I go, what is the right amount of pills? I says, when you take all the pills you prescribed to me, I would sleep 14 hours a day. And when I eat, I feel depressed. And now I take less. I'm a little high, but that's okay. I don't mind. A little high means a little low. But a little on the even side doesn't guarantee you don't fall to the bottom. So I'll stay on the top of the ladder and take my chance in life, because all my life I was scared to go up high. But I've been up high before. Not only in a plane, but climbing up an elevator. Whatever the fact of being is the way it is. Do I have anything else in here for my back pages before I let you go? Oh, does anybody know how some of the animals were created? See this animal here? It's a toilet seat, if I really want. It's the letter L. This is the letter L. One line down, one line across. All I do is bubble it under and bubble it over. I learned this trick in my sleep. I learned a lot of things in my sleep. How to turn things around. How to look at the line. You see the line, right? If you draw a line from point to point, how many points do you have? You actually have a combination, because there's always a point in the center of everything. Whether you put a bolt, a screw, a nut, or just leave it the way it is, it's still there. The point that is free, the unoccupied point, can one day be used for passage or a reconnection for something. I am Mr. Takpan's Raphael, 7286.